Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain right now. First half, I thought we did a good job of just kind of maintaining them in check. They didn't really create any chances. We didn't have a ton of chances, but we had a few. No offside goal that got called back, and I think one that went across the line that they didn't look at. And then, once they got that first goal in the second half, I think we had a chance to maybe win the ball. Kind of ping ponged around there for a little bit, and they got a switch and they scored, and we couldn't quite put our stamp back on the game after that.
And
Alex, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a little bit about the formation. What did you think about playing in the 4-4-2 for this game? What advantages did you see, and what weaknesses do you think that you saw from it?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I think we could have done a better job of keeping the ball in the middle. We had the number advantage, and I think we could have had longer spells of the game keeping the ball. But, we had some pace up top, and you saw we got them behind in the first half a fair amount, and unfortunately we couldn't really create anything out of it. But again, I think we could have just done a little bit better job keeping the ball with the number advantage.
James?
Yeah, Nick, I'm wondering, I mean, obviously this congested schedule, a lot of people are going to get a chance to play. Is there a sense of discouragement that maybe some players, or maybe the whole team collectively, didn't take advantage of this opportunity of players who are on the field who haven't been on the field in a while?
Well, I think anytime you get an opportunity and you don't win, you always feel a little discouraged. I don't think anyone out there should, be too disappointed going forward. I think that's part of it. It's impossible to go out there and win every single game you play in. The longer you stay discouraged, it's just going to have a long-term negative effect on you. So we'll definitely be upset after this game because you do want to win. But come training tomorrow, we're going to have to, start putting our focus on Wednesday, LAFC.
Did you guys see the replay at halftime? I mean, you mentioned the goal that wasn't called Rossi's goal. It looked like it was in. When did you guys watch that replay? Was it halftime? How did you hear about it? And
I haven't seen it yet. Just we kind of heard about it.
Okay.
Heard about it a little bit at halftime. It's annoying, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really change. But, I'll take a look at it again, even though, again, it's not going to change. It's just a little frustrating because goals can change games, and that certainly would have helped us out.
Alex?
Compared to last game, you guys had 10 new starters today. How much did that just sort of affect you guys on the field in terms of connecting passes or just kind of getting the sort of style of, whatever it is that you want to call it, but just the way that you guys wanted to play? How much did that affect things?
I don't think too much, to be honest. That group trains together quite a bit. So we're out there training every day together. In the first half, if we kind of put out that same performance that we had in the first half, that we put that out in the second half, I think there'll be some different questions asked. So first half, I thought we were solid, and, unfortunately they got that goal and we just couldn't quite get any momentum out of that, and they took advantage of it.
James?
Yeah, Nick, I'm just curious. Obviously, this whole season is weird, and you don't know what games you're going to play after next week. But you're right on that playoff bubble line. I know you haven't had a win in 3 matches. You've had some important draws. But is there a sense of urgency, do you feel like, that's going to start to creep in? Because this playoff bubble is insanely tight, and you could conceivably go from 10th to 4th place on a given weekend.
Yeah, I mean – like you said, you look at the table and it's extremely congested. So, the good news of that too is you win a couple games, and like you said, you see yourself go from 9th, 10th to, who knows, 3rd or 4th or whatever place that is. But there's going to be some big jumps. So, all we can do is focus on the next game, and hopefully we can get on a little run and, like I said, if you win 2 or 3 games in a row, you see yourself jumping quite a few teams.